On a misty evening, the waves crashed against the rocky shore of a small coastal village. This village, shrouded in mystery, was home to an abandoned lighthouse perched precariously on the edge of a cliff. The lighthouse had stood silent for centuries, its light extinguished, but the legends surrounding it were very much alive. According to the villagers, the lighthouse was built by a great sailor who had disappeared without a trace. Inside, it was said, lay a parchment containing a puzzle so complex that no sailor had managed to solve it in the past 10 centuries. This puzzle, known as the Great Sailor's Enigma, had become a tale whispered among sailors and adventurers. One evening, 4 brave friends, Emma, Jack, Sarah, and Luke, decided it was time to uncover the truth. They had grown up hearing the legend and had always been drawn to the mysteries of the sea. Armed with lanterns, ropes, and their wits, they set out towards the ominous lighthouse. As they approached, the lighthouse loomed tall and forbidding against the darkening sky. The entrance, once barred by a heavy wooden door, now lay open, as if inviting them inside. With a shared glance, they stepped over the threshold into the musty darkness. Cobwebs adorned the corners, and the air was thick with dust and the scent of salt water. Their footsteps echoed as they made their way through the crumbling interior, their lanterns casting eerie shadows on the walls. They knew they had to find the puzzle that had eluded so many before them. In the heart of the lighthouse, they found an old wooden chest, its surface adorned with intricate carvings of sea creatures and ships. Sarah, the group's expert on old lore, knelt beside it and began deciphering the symbols. After several minutes, there was a satisfying click, and the chest creaked open. Inside, nestled among ancient maps and navigational tools, lay a parchment. Emma carefully unrolled it, revealing a beautifully drawn map marked with unfamiliar symbols and coordinates. At the bottom of the map, written in faded ink, was a message. He who solves the puzzle and finds the sailor's body will uncover the greatest treasure known to man. The friends exchanged excited glances. This was the moment they had been waiting for. They studied the map, noting the intricate details and mysterious symbols. Some parts of the map were easy to understand, but others were a bewildering maze of lines and shapes. "Look at this," Jack said, pointing to a section of the map. "These coordinates, they lead to the Bermuda Triangle." The Bermuda Triangle was infamous for its dangerous waters and unexplained disappearances. It was a place of legend and fear, and the friends knew that solving the puzzle would not be easy. Days turned into weeks as they pored over the map, deciphering the symbols and unraveling the sailor's enigma. They solved small puzzles that revealed pieces of a larger picture, each clue leading them closer to their destination. The map was filled with riddles and codes, some simple and others maddeningly complex. One evening, as they sat around a table cluttered with maps and notes, Sarah made a breakthrough. "I think I've got it," she said, her voice trembling with excitement. "This symbol here, it corresponds to a constellation, and if we follow this line, it leads directly to the heart of the Bermuda Triangle." A hush fell over the group as they realized the significance of her discovery. The Bermuda Triangle was a place of nightmares, but it was also the key to uncovering the greatest treasure ever known. "Are we really going to do this?" Luke asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Emma looked at her friends, seeing the determination in their eyes. "Yes," she said firmly. "We didn't come this far to turn back now. We're going to solve this puzzle and find the sailor's body. And who knows, maybe we'll become the richest people on Earth." With renewed determination, they set about making preparations for their journey. They gathered supplies, studied the map, and planned their route. The Bermuda Triangle awaited, and with it the promise of untold riches and adventure. As they set sail into the unknown, the friends knew they were embarking on a journey that would test their courage, their friendship, and their wits. The legend of the abandoned lighthouse had brought them together, and now it was leading them into the heart of one of the most mysterious and dangerous places on Earth. To be continued. The friends set sail on their modest but sturdy boat, the Sea Wanderer, heading into the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. The sun rose high above, casting a golden glow on the water. Spirits were high, but a sense of anticipation and tension lay beneath their excitement. As days turned into weeks, they sailed further into the open ocean, following the clues on the ancient map. Each evening they gathered around the map, discussing their progress and planning their next steps. The map was a constant challenge, with each new symbol revealing another piece of the puzzle. One night, as they navigated by the light of the stars, Emma noticed something unusual on the horizon. A dense fog bank loomed ahead, obscuring their view. The Bermuda Triangle was known for its treacherous weather and mysterious phenomena, and the friends felt a chill of apprehension. "We're getting close," Sarah said, her voice steady but tinged with unease. "The map indicates that the next clue is just beyond this fog." With cautious determination, they steered the boat into the fog. Visibility dropped to near zero, and the world around them became a ghostly gray. The only sounds were the creaking of the boat and the lapping of waves against the hull. "Keep an eye out for anything unusual," Jack said, scanning the horizon. As they pushed further into the fog, the temperature seemed to drop, and an eerie silence enveloped them. Suddenly, a low, mournful sound echoed through the mist. It was the sound of a distant foghorn, its tone filled with a sense of foreboding. "There," Luke pointed. "I see something." Emerging from the fog was the faint outline of a shipwreck, its masts jutting out of the water like skeletal fingers. The friends approached cautiously, their lanterns casting an eerie glow on the decaying wood and tangled rigging. "This must be it," Sarah whispered. "The next clue is here." They anchored the boat and carefully made their way onto the wreck. The ship had been abandoned for decades, its timbers rotting and seaweed clinging to every surface. Amid the debris, they found an old chest, partially submerged in water. With great effort, they hauled the chest onto the deck and pried it open. Inside, they found a collection of nautical charts, navigational instruments, and a weathered journal. Emma picked up the journal, its pages yellowed with age and damp with seawater. "Listen to this," she said, reading aloud. "The journal belongs to Captain Edward Sinclair. He writes about a great treasure hidden within the Bermuda Triangle, guarded by the spirits of lost sailors. He speaks of a key to unlock the final resting place of the great sailor." The friends exchanged determined looks. They were on the right track, but the journey was far from over. They spent hours poring over the journal, decoding the captain's cryptic notes and piecing together the next steps of their quest. As the fog began to lift, revealing the stars above, they realized they had to dive deeper into the heart of the Bermuda Triangle. The map pointed them towards a series of underwater caves where the final clue awaited. The following day, they donned their diving gear and plunged into the crystal-clear waters. The underwater world was both beautiful and haunting, with vibrant coral reefs and eerie shadows cast by ancient shipwrecks. They swam deeper, guided by the map's coordinates and the cryptic notes from the captain's journal. In the depths, they found the entrance to the underwater caves. The entrance was narrow, barely wide enough for them to squeeze through. Inside, the caves were a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers, illuminated by the glow of bioluminescent creatures. Their journey through the caves was fraught with danger. Narrow passages, sharp rocks, and treacherous currents tested their resolve. But they pressed on, driven by the promise of the great treasure and the legend of the sailor. At last, they reached a cavernous chamber, its walls covered in ancient carvings and symbols. In the center of the chamber lay a stone altar, upon which rested a metal box. With trembling hands, Emma opened the box, revealing a small key and a piece of parchment. The parchment contained a riddle, written in the same cryptic script as the map. It read, "To find the sailor's final rest, where his treasure lies undisturbed, follow the stars that never set and the winds that never die." As they deciphered the riddle, they realized it pointed them to a remote island at the very center of the Bermuda Triangle. The journey had tested their courage and wit, but they were closer than ever to uncovering the sailor's secret and the treasure that had eluded so many. With the key and the riddle in hand, they returned to their boat, ready to face the final leg of their adventure. The sea stretched out before them, filled with both promise and peril. They knew the journey ahead would be their greatest challenge yet, but they were prepared to face whatever.
The friends set sail once more, their destination clear, a remote island at the very center of the Bermuda Triangle. The key and the riddle had given them the final piece of the puzzle, but they knew the journey would not be easy. The Bermuda Triangle was notorious for its dangerous waters and unpredictable weather. As they sailed deeper into the triangle, the weather began to change. Dark clouds gathered on the horizon, and the wind picked up, whipping the waves into frothy peaks. The friends braced themselves, knowing they were heading into a storm. "We need to stay focused," Jack shouted over the roar of the wind. "Keep an eye on the compass and the map." The storm hit with full force, battering their small boat and testing their seamanship skills. Lightning flashed across the sky, illuminating the turbulent sea. Emma clung to the helm, steering the boat through the rough waters, while Luke and Sarah secured the sails. Through the chaos, they kept their eyes on the compass, navigating by the stars when the storm allowed. Hours felt like days as they battled the elements, but their determination never wavered. They knew they were close. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, the storm began to subside. The dark clouds parted, revealing a calm, clear sky. In the distance, they saw it, a small, uncharted island, just as the riddle had described. The island was a stark contrast to the stormy seas of the distant north. It was lush and green, with a pristine beach and dense jungle. They anchored the boat and made their way ashore, feeling a sense of both relief and anticipation. "Let's find the sailor's resting place," Sarah said, consulting the map and the riddle once more. They trekked through the jungle, following the clues and coordinates. The island was eerily silent, save for the rough wind. The medallion bore a symbol that matched the markings on the map. It was a final clue, pointing them towards the sailor's final resting place, deep within the island's range. The friends pressed on, their excitement growing with each second. They followed the map and the medallion's point, solving small puzzles and navigating the depths. Finally, they reached the secluded beach, the entrance hidden by thick vegetation. Inside the beach, they found an underground chamber illuminated by tapestries, filtering from a crack in the floor. In the center of the chamber lay a stone sarcophagus, adorned with carvings and figures of ancient Greece.
As the friends sailed away from the mysterious island, the excitement of their discovery began to settle in. They had not only found the sailor's treasure, but also uncovered a piece of maritime history that had been lost for centuries. The golden medallion, the ancient map, and the intricate puzzles they had solved were proof of their incredible journey. Back on their boat, the Sea Wanderer, they carefully examined the treasure they had found. The chest was filled with gold coins, sparkling jewels, and artifacts of immeasurable value. Each piece seemed to tell a story of the sailor's adventures and the places he had visited. "This is incredible," Sarah said, holding up a jeweled dagger. "Each item must be worth a fortune." "But it's more than just the monetary value," Emma added. "These artifacts are pieces of history. We need to be careful about what we do with them." As they continued to inspect the treasure, they discovered a hidden compartment at the bottom of the chest. Inside, they found a bundle of old documents and a small weathered book. The documents were letters and journal entries, detailing the sailor's voyages and the many challenges he had faced. Luke picked up the book and began to read aloud. This appears to be the sailor's personal journal. It talks about his quest for the treasure, the puzzles he created to protect it, and the hope that one day someone worthy would find it. The journal also contained detailed instructions on how to decipher the remaining puzzles. The friends realized that the journey was not entirely over. There were still mysteries to be solved, and secrets to uncover about the sailor and his treasure. For days, they sailed towards home, deciphering the journal's entries and piecing together the sailor's story. They learned about his encounters with pirates, his discovery of lost islands, and his determination to protect the treasure from falling into the wrong hands. One entry in particular caught their attention. It spoke of a hidden vault within the Bermuda Triangle, a place where the sailor had stored his most valuable and dangerous secrets. The vault could only be opened by those who had proven their worth by solving the great sailor's enigma. "This vault," Jack said, his eyes gleaming with excitement. "It could hold even more treasure, or perhaps something even more valuable, knowledge." With a new goal in mind, the friends decided to return to the Bermuda Triangle. The journey back was filled with anticipation and a sense of purpose. They knew that the sailor's vault could be the key to understanding the full extent of his legacy. Navigating the treacherous waters of the Bermuda Triangle once again, they used the clues from the sailor's journal to guide them. The coordinates led them to a remote area of the ocean where the water seemed unnaturally calm and the air was filled with an eerie stillness. "There," Sarah pointed to a small rocky island barely visible above the waves. "The journal says the entrance to the vault is hidden there." They anchored the boat and made their way to the island, armed with the key and the medallion. The island was barren and desolate, with jagged rocks jutting out of the water. They searched for hours, looking for any sign of the vault's entrance. Finally, they discovered a concealed hatch hidden among the rocks. It was marked with the same symbol as the medallion. With bated breath, Emma inserted the key into the lock and turned it. The hatch creaked open, revealing a narrow staircase leading down into the darkness. With lanterns in hand, they descended into the vault. The air was cool and damp, and the walls were lined with intricate carvings depicting the sailor's adventures. At the bottom of the staircase, they found a massive stone door, inscribed with a final riddle. "The final test," Luke said, reading the inscription. "Only those who have proven their worth may enter. Solve the riddle, and the vault will be opened." The riddle was complex, involving elements from the sailor's journal and the puzzles they had previously solved. Working together, they pieced together the clues, and finally, the answer became clear. With a sense of triumph, they recited the solution aloud. The stone door rumbled and slowly began to open. Inside, they found a vast chamber filled with even more treasure, including ancient scrolls, priceless artifacts, and detailed maps of uncharted territories. But the greatest discovery was a large, ornate chest in the center of the room. Emma carefully opened the chest, revealing its contents. Inside, they found a collection of books and scrolls, each containing the sailor's accumulated knowledge, secrets of navigation, hidden islands, and forgotten civilizations. "This is amazing," Sarah said, her voice filled with awe. The sailor was not just a treasure hunter. He was a historian, a scholar, and an adventurer. The voyage back to civilization was filled with a mixture of relief, excitement, and introspection. The friends had accomplished something incredible, and the weight of their discovery was only starting to sink in. They had found not just a treasure, but a legacy that had been hidden for centuries. As the sea wanderer cut through the waves, the friends gathered on the deck, surrounded by the artifacts and documents they had recovered. They discussed their next steps and how they would handle the treasures and knowledge they had found. "We need to contact experts," Emma said. "Historians, archaeologists, maybe even maritime museums. This treasure belongs to history, and we need to share it with the world." "But we also need to be careful," Jack cautioned. "There will be people who want to take advantage of this. We have to ensure that the sailor's legacy is preserved and respected." The friends agreed, making plans to reach out to reputable institutions and scholars. They knew that the treasures would need to be authenticated and studied, and that the sailor's story would need to be told with accuracy and respect. As they neared the mainland, the friends couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. They had braved the unknown, solved ancient puzzles, and uncovered a legendary treasure. They had grown closer as a group, and had proven their resilience and intelligence. Their arrival home was met with astonishment and excitement. Word of their discovery spread quickly, and soon they were contacted by various media outlets, museums, and scholars. They held a press conference, sharing their story and unveiling the treasures they had found. The reaction was overwhelming. Experts confirmed the authenticity of the artifacts and praised the friends for their careful handling of the discoveries. The Sailor's Journal was hailed as a priceless historical document, providing new insights into maritime history and exploration. The friends were invited to give talks and presentations, sharing their adventure with the world. They donated many of the artifacts to museums, ensuring that the treasures would be preserved and studied by future generations. The Sailor's Journal and the maps were published, becoming bestsellers and captivating readers with their tales of adventure and discovery. As their story became known, the friends received offers for book deals and film adaptations. They decided to write a book together, detailing their journey and the incredible adventure they had experienced. The book became a bestseller, and their story inspired countless others to pursue their own dreams and adventures. Despite the fame and recognition, the friends remained grounded. They knew that their adventure was about more than just treasure and fame. It was about the bonds they had formed, the challenges they had overcome, and the legacy they had uncovered. 1 year after their return, they gathered for a reunion. Sitting around a bonfire on the beach, they reminisced about their journey and the incredible experiences they had shared. They knew that their adventure had changed them, and that the memories would stay with them forever. "I still can't believe we did it," Luke said, staring into the flames. "We actually found the sailor's treasure." "And we did it together," Sarah added. "I wouldn't have wanted to share this adventure with anyone else." Emma nodded, her eyes reflecting the firelight. "The sailor's legacy lives on through us. We've become part of his story, and that's something truly special." Jack raised a toast, his voice filled with pride and gratitude. "To friendship, adventure, and the sailor's legacy. May we always remember the journey and the lessons we've learned." As the fire crackled and the stars shone above, the friends knew that their adventure was not just a chapter in their lives, but the beginning of a new story. They had proven that with courage, determination, and friendship, anything was possible. Their journey had taken them to the heart of the Bermuda Triangle and back, uncovering secrets and solving puzzles that had baffled others for centuries. They had become part of a legend, and their story would be told for generations to come. The sailor's treasure had brought them together, but it was their bond and their shared adventure that had truly enriched their lives. They knew that no matter where life took them, they would always have the memories of their incredible journey and the knowledge that they had achieved something extraordinary. The friends' lives had returned to a semblance of normalcy, but the impact of their adventure continued to resonate. They had become minor celebrities in the world of exploration and history, But they remained humble and focused on their mission to preserve and share the sailors' legacy. Their book, The Great Sailor's Enigma, had been a critical and commercial success. It captured the essence of their journey, weaving together their experiences, the puzzles they solved, and the incredible discoveries they made. The book was praised for its detailed research and vivid storytelling, and it inspired a new generation of adventurers and historians. As they continued to work with museums and historians, the friends also collaborated on educational programs to teach young people about exploration, history, and the importance of preserving cultural heritage. They visited schools and universities, sharing their story and encouraging students to pursue their passions and dreams. One day, while going through some of the remaining documents and artifacts from their journey, Emma came across a sealed envelope hidden among the sailors' papers. It was marked with the same symbol as the medallion and had never been opened. Curious, she brought the envelope to her friends. "I think we missed something," she said. "This might be another part of the sailors' legacy." They carefully opened the envelope, revealing a letter written in the sailors' distinctive handwriting. The letter was addressed to future seekers of truth and contained a final message from the great sailor. "Dear seekers," the letter began, "if you are reading this, it means you have proven yourselves worthy of discovering the secrets of my journey. But know that my quest was not only about treasure, it was about the pursuit of knowledge and the understanding of the world beyond the horizon." The letter continued to explain that the sailor had hidden additional clues in various locations around the world, each leading to further discoveries and insights. The clues were designed to challenge and inspire future adventurers to continue exploring and seeking the truth. "Your journey," the letter concluded, "is only the beginning. The world is vast and filled with mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Carry forth with courage and curiosity, and may you find joy in the pursuit of discovery." The friends were thrilled by the revelation. The sailor's message had given them a new purpose: to continue exploring and sharing knowledge. They decided to take up the challenge and set out on a new adventure, using the clues in the letter to guide their journey. Their first destination was an ancient library in Alexandria, Egypt, where they had heard rumors of hidden manuscripts and lost knowledge. The library was a treasure trove of historical documents and artifacts, and the friends spent weeks combing through the archives. In the dusty corners of the library, they discovered a collection of scrolls and maps that hinted at further clues scattered across different continents. The scrolls detailed the sailor's travels and the many mysteries he had encountered, offering tantalizing glimpses into new adventures. Their journey took them to remote locations and historical sites around the world, each new discovery adding to the sailor's legacy. They explored forgotten temples in South America, deciphered ancient codes in Asia, and braved the frozen landscapes of Antarctica. Each location provided new pieces of the puzzle and deepened their understanding of the sailor's quest. Throughout their travels, the friends remained united by their shared mission and their bond of friendship. They encountered challenges and obstacles, but their determination and teamwork saw them through. Their adventure became a global journey of discovery, uncovering new mysteries and sharing them with the world. As they continued their explorations, they realized that the sailor's legacy was more than just a series of puzzles and treasures. It was a testament to the spirit of exploration and the pursuit of knowledge. The sailor had inspired them to seek out the unknown and to value the journey as much as the destination. Years later, the friends returned home, their hearts full of experiences and memories. They had fulfilled their promise to the great sailor, continuing his quest and passing on his legacy to future generations. Their adventures had taken them to the farthest reaches of the earth and beyond, and they had gained a deeper appreciation for the world and its wonders. In the end, they knew that their journey had changed them forever. They had become more than just adventurers. They had become custodians of history and champions of discovery. Their story was a reminder that the greatest treasure of all was the joy of exploring, learning, and sharing the wonders of the world. As they looked out at the horizon, they knew that there would always be new adventures.